4 raised to the power x is equal to x raised to the power 64. We have to find the value of x. Now let's raise both the sides to the power of x 1 upon 64x. Why 1 upon 64x? Because this side, left hand side, we need to remove this x in the exponent, and in the right hand side we need to remove this 64 in the exponent, so that the variable has a variable as the exponent, so that we can use the property a raised to the power a is equal to b raised to the power b, then a is equal to b. Now 4 raised to the power x whole raised to the power 1 upon 64x is equal to x raised to the power 64 whole raised to the power 1 upon 64x. Now we know if a raised to the power m whole raised to the power n, then this is equal to a raised to the power m times n. So this will be 4 raised to the power x times 1 upon 64x is equal to x raised to the power 64 times 1 upon 64x. Now here we can remove 64 and this side x and x. So we have 4 raised to the power 1 upon 64 is equal to x raised to the power 1 upon x. Now square of 4 is 16, square of 16 is 256, and multiple of 64 times 4 is 256. So if we can 1 upon 64 in terms of 1 upon 256 and 4 in terms of 256, then it will be in the form of a raised to the power a is equal to b raised to the power b. Now 1 upon 64, if we have to write the equivalent fraction of 1 upon 64, we can multiply and divide it by the same number. If we multiply and divide it by 4, this will be 4 upon 256. Now this is an equivalent fraction. That means when we reduce the fraction 4 upon 256, this will be equal to 1 upon 64. So no change in the fraction. Now we can write 4 raised to the power 1 upon 64 as 4 raised to the power 4 upon 256 is equal to x raised to the power 1 upon x. Now this is also equal to 4 raised to the power 4 times 1 upon 256 is equal to x raised to the power 1 upon x. Now when a raised to the power m times n, this we can write it as a raised to the power m whole raised to the power n. So this we can write 4 raised to the power 4 whole raised to the power 1 upon 256 is equal to x raised to the power 1 upon x. 4 times 4 is 256. So 256 raised to the power 1 upon 256 is equal to x raised to the power 1 upon x. That means 1 upon 256 is equal to 1 upon x, or x is equal to 256. We can verify this answer. 4 raised to the power 256, we have to check whether it is equal to 256 raised to the power 64. Now 256 we can write it as 4 raised to the power 4 whole raised to the power 64, and then 4 times 64 is 256. So LHS is equal to RHS. Answer is verified. How did you solve this question? Let me know in the comment section.